Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, where's Manny's? That's funny. His icon's not there. Let me fix that. Uh, Hope you guys are doing good on this Friday night. Welcome to My Retro Life Live. Been trying to troubleshoot some things with cousin Manny and his getting him into the stream here, and for some reason we've had a lot of issues. Okay, I know why. I know why he's having. Okay, there he is on my screen. Let's pop him out and fix this issue. Hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for bearing with us while we troubleshoot. And there he is. He's back. Say hello, everybody. There's Cousin Manny. We got him in the house here. Not in my house, but...
Hey, everyone. Yeah, I'm in my house. He's in his house.
Can you hear him okay?
Halfway across the country.
Yeah, if you guys can hear him okay, please let us know. If you can hear me good, if you can hear him good, we'll start playing some NES games tonight. Gosh, we've got a lot of history with this machine. Manny, how are you doing?
All started for both of us there, huh? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. Excited to be joining the stream. Usually I'm just an observer and texting away in the chat, but it was a little different. We had some grand plans, but they didn't pan out. So this is the backup.
We did. We had grand plans to basically both of us were going to live stream together, but like play a game together. But hold on one second. It ended up not really working out that way because we were able to do it for a while, but then it just started messing up on us and we couldn't get connected. So we just thought, okay, hey, the show's got to go on. Let's go ahead and start playing some NES games. At least we've got Manny here. He's able to watch the stream and he'll be able to answer your questions.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll get the remote two-player working. That would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have. Okay,
I think they're saying you need to turn me up or something.
Yeah, go ahead and talk again.
Talk again. Hi, Tyler. Let's get this going.
Okay.
Fix my audio, please.
Yeah. How does he sound? Let us know, guys.
I'll check. Maybe there's some settings.
Oh, man, there we go. He should be okay now, I'm guessing. We got 30 people watching. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good Friday night.
Any feedback on?
Yeah, maybe keep talking.
Good, guys?
Yeah, keep talking, Manny, and let's see if.
Sure. All right, so you're gonna.
Is
there a reason you chose this game to start with?
Yes, there is a reason.
Does it have anything to do with me?
It has everything to do with you.
Oh no.
Well, really, it's
this.
It's
looks like I'm sounding good.
Okay, they're saying you said. Okay, good. No, you're good. You know, it's the Sega Saturn game that obviously the Sega Saturn arcade port that you tried to master that one night. But oh man, I got the flame torch. But what people didn't see in that video is that you had a history with this game that wasn't caught on video. You guys own this game, right?
We own the NES one, yeah. And I have it on the 3DS Virtual Console, so I played it through, actually beat it on that legitimately through both runs. The first time ever doing it legitimately.
Man. And this is quite an undertaking to actually beat this legitimately. Like, and you'll never beat it with this torch.
No way. You better trade that in.
Gosh. I think somebody asked you, they say volume's fine. Somebody did ask you, though, do you have your own channel?
I don't have my own channel, but I've been tinkering around with... some of you guys watched as I was trying to get through Bloodstained, and that was fun. And really, I was just doing that for Tyler and my brother Mikey, but it was fun to have you guys join in and kind of help me out, because I did get lost in a couple of places, and I got some good direction. But, yeah, managed to finish it. Hope
Sweet.
You guys saw that.
I just got a super chat from Justin Morrow. Thank you for your $5 super chat. He'd like us to play some Little Nemo the Dream Master. We'll get that on for you, Justin. Thank you for that. I am having such a hard time with this. So why don't we go
How's
ahead?
that now? Someone said that my headset might be picking up my headset mic isn't working. Is that better?
You should be good because you're coming through my audio really well, and really all the audio is coming through this microphone of mine. I can see your levels really well.
All right. Okay. Well, I checked it off anyway, so if anything, it'll get better.
Okay, let's go ahead and do some Little Nemo for Justin, who was it Justin? Yeah, Justin Morrow. Thank you for that. We'll go ahead and pop on Little Nemo because I was getting destroyed in Ghosts and Goblins. We got 46 people watching. We have special guest here tonight, Manny, my cousin Manny, who, man, he's a big part of my retro life, as you all know. And if you guys have any questions for Manny, I'm sure he'd love to answer them. And we're gonna play some games and just kind of hang out tonight.
Sure. Yeah. Got the chat here.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
So that I did play through Curse of the Moon. I had that on Switch, and I really liked that one. I think I played all the extra modes, literally 100% of that. I found it fun. I don't think it was too hard either.
Man, Little Nemo, the Dream Master is. You had this game too, right?
Yeah, never beat it. It was very hard. I do want to return to that maybe someday soon. Try.
So you never beat this one as a kid?
No, I don't even think. I have to look up the stages, but I feel like I maybe got 5 stages in.
Got a super chat from Pixel Citizen. Oh, I realize it's not showing up in the window here. Let me fix that. The alert box is kind of tucked beneath some stuff here. And another super chat from Ayopao. Let's get that alert box up here above everything so it can be seen.
You're getting quite a backlog being built up here. Let's see. You got Darkwing Duck, you got Star Force, Adventure Island 2 or 3.
There we go. There we go. Donation from Bonk as well. That was through Streamlabs. Bonk said, the username says it all. Play Bonk. Okay. Bonk's on the list. I do have to say, guys, and Michael, thank you for that donation. If you guys are joining this stream, or maybe this is the first time you've watched the live stream, basically, when people donate super chats, we will play that game tonight, and we will talk about it and hang out and play it. And it's kind of like, you just request it, and we play it. But we do have to do a cap here, because last time we streamed, it went for 5 hours. Because we had so many, and I thank you for all that. That's amazing, and it was a great time. We had a great time, but man, we were like, all of us in the chat were like falling asleep by the end of it all. So we kind of have to put a cutoff on this tonight. And so the first 20 requests that come in through super chats or Streamlabs donations, that is going to be where we cut off, is 20 games. So get those in. If you have one that you want us to play, go ahead and get those in, and we will get to them. And if you want to throw out you don't have to stop putting out super chats. Like, that's not like you can't super chat anymore, but we will not be able to play any more games past the 20 that come in first. So I do want to go ahead and say that there's been a bunch that just came through, and that is, let's go ahead and read those. Pixel Citizen said, hey, Manny and Tyler, cool to see legends here. Thank you for that. We're legends, Manny. We're legends. May I recommend Darkwing Duck? Okay. And let's see. Salute. Ayapao says, salute Tyler and Manny. Play some Star Force on NES. And Michael says, Adventure Island 2 or 3, your choice. Which one do you like more, Manny? Adventure Island 2 or 3?
I say go with number 2.
Okay, number 2. We'll do Adventure Island 2. And we've got Jacobians, our mod for tonight. He's oh, my wife, Megan, she's in the chat. Hey, babe. She's saying, do you want some pizza? I'm okay, honey. I'm okay, actually, right now. Thank you, though. Let's see. Bone CK says, how about some Blaster Master? So we'll do that. Thank you for that. I think there was another Streamlabs. Little Tone Sings, $50 donation. Thank you, man. What's up, Little Tone? He says, play some Battletoads. But instead of playing it, pause the game and dance to the beat. Well, I don't know. My dance moves are really rusty. In fact, I'm a horrible dancer, so we probably will not be dancing to it, but we'll definitely play it for you, man. Okay, we got a lot of. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing. Appreciate the donations coming in, guys. We will get to all these games. We got one from Matthew Ruiz. He just said, "Hey there, it's cool to see Manny in this." That's all he had to say. Let us know, Matthew, if you have a game you want us to check out and play and talk about. It is cool to see Manny here. He's never been visible and seen and talking in one of these streams before, but it's great to have him here. It feels like old times, Manny, when we were able to talk and kind of sit here and play games together.
Yeah, and I think what's cool about it is we have a lot of really good, what would make for like stream chat just on the phone with like no audience. So to be able to do it and share it, I think is kind of cool. Because we have a lot of really cool stories that go with all these, and we recount them, and then we kind of look back fondly on them all, and we say, "Wow, that was really cool." That's quite a story.
I know. Guys, I can't tell you how often over the years I've called Manny up, or he's called me, and we just spend hours talking about the old days and talking about. Just all the old games we played, all the shared stories and shared memories, and it is super cool to have Manny in some official current day way on the channel, because honestly, if me and my family lived up in New York, or if Manny and his family lived down here, if we were closer to each other, is what I'm saying, in proximity, we would probably be doing this channel with each other quite often. John Jones. Thank you, John Jones, for that super chat. Let's play some Street Fighter 2010. Oh, man. Gosh, that game.
All right, so Jules Bailey. No, I don't have any sisters. Kind of curious why you want to know. Am I still a top tier gamer, from matter of fact? I think I've only gotten better over the years. I kind of dropped gaming for a bit, and I got back into it when I met my wife. She got me into DS, and it kind of, prospectively, I don't know if you want to say it went downhill from there or uphill based on the gaming, but I got into all the modern games, and I strive for 100% and all the achievements and all that. So to do that takes some skill. So I think I've gotten better. I don't quite quit as easily. So hopefully that answers the question.
So I've got a question for you. How much of this game do you actually remember, Little Nemo?
Yeah, okay, so I remember this first stage pretty well because, well, I've done it tons. I spent a lot of time on this one.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really remember anything beyond that. I know I had trouble with this game, and I think it was because you don't really get a good attack, and the tossing the candy's kind of slow.
Yeah, I remember this one being. So I mean, you can see me playing this game on Christmas morning in 1990 in the My Retro Life episode when I got the game, and I could only get as far as like the third level, I think. I think this is one I just had. It was so difficult, especially the Bumblebee section in the second level. I always had such trouble with that. And but I loved, like you were saying, like I loved playing this first level and kind of the, I don't know, I would repeat and play the same levels over and over again, even though I couldn't get very far in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I repeated them because I couldn't get very far in the game, but
yeah.
Not because I liked them or anything, but
not because you like it, yeah.
I'm trying to recall the different animals that you can become or jump onto, and I'm drawing blanks on this one. It's been so long. I haven't touched this probably since I was Probably before teenager. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it came out in 1990. Yeah. So, hey, Joel Valley, Media Glitch, my buddy. He's in the house. What's up, Joel? Yep, we got Manny on the stream. 62 people watching. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're hanging out with Manny from My Retro Life. And I guess myself from My Retro Life.
But going down here is actually, isn't it like a secret, a shortcut? There's a place where you could go down even further.
Oh, is there? No, I don't remember that. Let me see. Oh,
I think
come
you
on.
head to the left.
Okay.
Unless you've done it already. I thought you can like go below the screen. You can't jump, I guess. So you're stuck.
Yeah. I've got, I think you have to get 7 keys, right?
I don't remember.
I'm going to go back down here and get that lizard guy. How about Ghostbusters on NES? We got some, Eric, we got some super chats we have to get to first before we can take those kind of requests. If you super chat, that immediately goes to the top of our list of games to play for tonight. But Ghostbusters, man, we both have a lot of history with that one.
Hey, matter of fact, Dark Souls, yes. I started with Bloodborne. That was my first Souls-type game. That game kicked my butt hard. But I got through, and I got through that and the DLC. And I picked up Dark Souls Remastered. Didn't finish it. Kind of lost interest a bit. Not that... Yeah, I bounce around a lot, so I have to go back to it. But I did pick up Demon Souls for PS5, and I'm going to be playing through that with a friend.
I almost died. I almost bit the dust there. That was talk about a leap of faith. Come on. Okay, we got another key. And some light. No, what?
Media
Why
glitch,
did
yes.
I
was
fall?
On the phone that day.
Why did I fall through the ground there? Gosh. Crazy. Yeah, he was. Manny was on the super chat from Iopal. We are only. I didn't say this before, did I? When we get to 20, we got to stop. I should have said this before. We'll go ahead and do it, man, because I didn't say it before. But we can't take multiple requests because we want to let other people be able to have a chance to have their game played. So, but we'll play that one because I didn't mention that. That's like our new rule. We're still trying to fine tune it because we went like 5 hours the other night. But yeah, we'll play that one for sure. Konami YY World 2. I think I have that one booted up already, like in the front end. And then Eric Plunk. Oh man, I'm falling all over the place. Let's go ahead and jump into the next game. I'm proving to everybody that I still am terrible at Little Nemo, the Dream Master. Let's play the next one, which is, I believe, Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. But Eric said, Aramana no Kiseki, Miracle of a Llama for the Famicom Disk System. Okay, might have to download that one, but we'll do it for sure. Thank you for your super chat, Eric. We have 60 people watching. If you guys give the stream a thumbs up, you want to retweet the tweet I put out, that would be great too, because it always helps more people join and find the stream. So appreciate you all. Hope you're having a good night. Next up, Darkwing Duck. Are you ready to get dangerous?
Did you ever watch Darkwing Duck as a kid?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, like, I shouldn't say it was my favorite. I preferred like DuckTales and Chip and Dale and Tailspin and even Gummy Bears. You remember Gummy Bears? I liked...
I only remember the song to Gummy Bears.
The song, yeah.
I didn't really watch Darkwing Duck either. My Disney afternoon cartoon was DuckTales.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, Thanos? How you doing, man? Do you like Darkwing Duck a lot, you said? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there.
The show? No, I didn't really watch it.
Okay, yeah.
I played through this game a couple of times recently because of the Disney Afternoon Collection.
The Disney Afternoon Collection is amazing.
Recently.
If you guys,
Right.
if you guys haven't gotten that game, Big Keith, I got a super chat came in from Big Keith for is a $4.99 super chat. Says play Chip and Dale. Love y'all. Love you too, man. We'll get some Chip and Dale going for you. Thank you for that. Let's see. Let's start over here. The Liquidator boss. I always liked how Darkwing Duck. He was kind of like Disney's Batman, you know, but like a cartoony DuckTales version of Batman.
You should play Batman. Oh well, I'll throw you a couple of bucks to play Batman.
We'll play. You're a guest on the stream, man. You don't have to super chat.
I'm gonna play that one day.
We'll save it. Let's save
unfinished business with that.
You really do. Actually, do you remember that we actually did finally? Yeah, you finally beat Firebug in the summer of 2000 when you were visiting.
Yes, if I remember correctly, you could basically turbo punch your way through him when he dashes, something like that.
Yeah, we played through the game. I was 14. I think you were. That must have made you 19. And
yep.
And we did beat Batman eventually. I say we, but it was Manny who did it.
Well, yeah, we trade off. That's what happened. Let's see, Crippled Bazooka. What game can I finish in 30 minutes or less? I think I could finish, I don't know if it's 30 minutes, but under an hour definitely I could get through Mega Man 2.
Got a super chat from Thanos.
Adventure Island 2.
Sorry, I just want to acknowledge the super chat from Thanos. Thank you for that. He wants Little Samson. Man, Little Samson. The rarest game ever. On the NES. Well, not the rarest ever. Rarest, isn't it like, I think it's the rarest retail release? That's not like, well, I guess Stadium Events was released retail, but... Another super chat from Miguel Ramos. Ah, man. The Gator got me. Miguel Ramos says, let's do some NES hard tonight with Ninja Gaiden 3. I wish I could just hand the controller over to you, Manny.
I never played 2 or 3. I played number 1 on, was that on Switch? The Switch Online? I beat it legitimately. Never want to go back to it again, by the way, after that. But I think it was Switch Online I did it on.
Do you remember you first played that at my house actually when you were visiting in 2000? I think you told me you'd never played it before. Or did you? Do you remember playing it when you were a kid?
No. I never had it. I might have played it. A friend might have had it. Okay. And I was definitely familiar with it, but it could have just been familiar because of Nintendo Power screenshots or something.
Right. Yeah. And I remember we got to the end of the game, and then you were like, we were both like, forget this, when you die in the last world and you get sent all the way back to the beginning of the stage.
Yeah, that's it's pretty bad. But the thing about the game is that it's pretty easy up until that last stage, and then it's just brutal.
Yeah. Oh, brutal. Really brutal. Oh man. This is pretty difficult, actually. It's kind of eating my lunch here. Super chat from Still Alive. Thank you for your super chat, man. He says, I'll go ahead and pause it. He says, TMNT Tournament Fighters is my request. It's one of the few fighters on the NES and worth lots. Also, got different characters than the Super Nintendo and Genesis versions. Yeah, I didn't play that one until years and years later. I never played it when we were kids. I played it on Super Nintendo. I got it. I got it at your house, Manny, actually, for Christmas.
Which game was that?
Turtles Tournament Fighters.
Oh yeah, the Super Nintendo one. I remember that. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was good. All right, we're gonna go the hard route here. Get that one up. There we go. I forgot you can hang. This game was like a combination of Ninja Gaiden meets Mega Man.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Which game is your, I guess, like your Moby Dick type of game?
Like trying to find it or beat it?
No, to beat.
Oh gosh, that's a good question. It's not one I often think about. Oh, come on. I think to beat, it would have to be probably. Well, honestly, it's kind of a shared story. You and I both have, and that was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Because of the insanity we went through as kids trying to play that game and beat it, and watching you play it. I remember when I had it at home and was trying to beat it on my own. It became a big thing for me to try to beat it on my own, and I did eventually beat it. But you know what? I had to use the turbo controller. In order to beat Judge Doom at the end, I had to use a turbo controller.
Now I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything. But did you talk to have you discussed it in a video or on screen, the story of Roger Rabbit?
No, I've never.
Length you went to?
I've never. So like, what Manny's talking about is the fact that Roger Rabbit, and I haven't. I've kept it pretty secret because it's one of my favorite gaming memories, and also most frustrating gaming memories. But it's also one of the most heavily documented gaming memories that Dad ever recorded of us playing games. And so I've saved it for a long time. We got a super chat from Dave from MySpace. He says, I just got home from a bad day at work. Happy to be here. Sorry to hear that, man. I hope we can lift your spirits up a bit. Thank you for your super chat. So Manny and I, Manny played through Roger Rabbit quite a bit. This one time we were visiting, and Dad recorded the entire saga of him trying to beat the game. And so there's a My Retro Life down the pipeline of Manny. It's all about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, basically. So that's coming. If you guys are fans of that game, know that game well, I think you'll like it. Can't get up there. There we go.
Eric Myers, thanks. So the artwork behind me. There's a local gaming convention, retro gaming convention that a friend of mine rather, told us about. And before the pandemic, we used to go every year, and every year I'd pick up a new canvas print. So got Mega Man, Maniac Mansion, I started playing that on Commodore. I really liked that game. But that box art there is like the Commodore version, I believe. We got Donkey Kong, the Japanese Castlevania, and Final Fantasy. And then behind me on that side, those are like hardware docks for Nintendo and Super Nintendo that I got out of a pre-order of bitmap books, the visual compendiums for each of those systems.
72 people in the house right now. Welcome, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is a special My Retro Life Live with Manny, cousin Manny, in the stream. You can see him right there, live in the flesh. He's still alive and plays games just as much as I do, if not more.
Yeah, probably more. It's my nighttime activity for a couple hours.
Yeah. And he's answering questions. So if you got questions for Manny, fire away. I love hearing him answer your questions, actually.
YouTube channels Skew Doodles. Squoodles? I don't know. Sorry. Do I have a YouTube channel? No, I don't. I have a YouTube channel, but it's not like I put anything on there. It's just literally myself liking Tyler's videos and subscribing to his content.
Oh, man. Oh, this guy's getting my butt kicked on this boss. Okay. I remember this villain in the show. Oh, okay. There we go. I figured out the controls a little better.
All right, my rarest game. Thanos wants to know what my rarest game I ever owned is.
Oh, no.
Okay. This is tough because I don't really know the rarity of some of these, but I do know we have Dragon Warrior 3 and 4. I think 3 is more rare. So on NES, so that one. Popful Mail, all the working design Sega CD games. I think those are pretty rare.
That's right. You had Popful Mail.
On the Saturn, what was the one on the Saturn?
Dragon Force?
Was it? I think it was Shining Force, yeah.
Oh,
Shining the Holy Ark and...
Yeah.
Shining the Holy... whatever the Saturn version was. I don't know if I'm talking about the Saturn version
I think it's Genesis. Shining Force. Yeah. Shining Force 3 is probably what you had.
Yeah, I think we had that, but I'm not quite sure because I know that's unfinished in the U.S., right? So they only had like the first episode release.
Yes, that one. It was like spread out in 3 parts in Japan, but in America we only got the first part of it, and yeah, that one's rare. Another rare Saturn RPG.
Oh, we have Panzer Dragoon on Saturn.
Oh, do you have Saga or the first Panzer Dragoon?
I want to say it was Saga.
Okay,
I gotta see. It's still in my parents' house.
So that's the really rare one you have then, because that one goes for like $900 now or something. It's crazy, $700, $900.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to say we had it, but I really wasn't into console gaming as much when that came around. So it was really mostly my brother.
Man, the fact that you guys, you really should go back to your parents' house and like take stock and like inventory of just all the games, and because you guys got a lot of games over there. That was a great super chat from, was that Pixel Citizen? Thank you for that, man. Great request. Darkwing Duck. I love beating a level, at least a level in these streams, so that we kind of, get to some part of it, not just like give up. I hate giving up, but sometimes I got to give up, like in Little Nemo. That one's too much. But let's see what the next game we have on tap is. Dang, Thanos says, yeah, Panzer Dragoon's worth $1,000 complete currently.
Well, I guess, so those Sega CD cases, the Saturn cases, those are easily, you can buy replacements for those, right? Because I think that's the one problem I had with all of our Sega CD and Saturn games is that the cases, they would break on the hinges.
Yeah, I think they're different cases. The Sega CD ones had like that kind of black spine part, and I think the Sega Saturn games were the same kind of case, but it didn't have that black spine, if I'm not mistaken. Next game we're going to play is from a request from Ayapal, and that is for Star Force. I never owned Star Force. Did you own Star Force or ever play it?
Star Force. I think the only time I played it... No, I didn't own it. I think I only played it... Was that a Switch Online game? I think it might... No, maybe that was Star Soldier.
Star Soldier. Yeah, that was on Switch Online, I believe. Here's Star Force. I honestly don't know if I've ever played this game, so this is kind of cool. Somebody said, Cousin Manny, this is cool. Who said that? I just saw that. It is cool, isn't it? Magic Knight Rarest. Yeah, that's a really hard one to find on Sega Saturn. What kind of emulator is this? This is called OpenEmu. It's a front end for a lot of emulators. Star Force. Is this a part of a bigger series? Like like how Star Soldier is, a part of the Super Star Soldier series. There's a lot of games in that, but I don't recall if this had sequels.
I'm not sure, but it looks the same. I think maybe I played this on. I think I had a Game Boy port of this that I bought recently at a convention.
Oh, that's cool. I can see this on Game Boy.
Yeah, it looks just like it. Let me look this up 1 second.
It's a cool little shooter. Alexis says, "Hi Tyler, is this your cousin Manny?" Yes, this is cousin Manny. The little bit of Spanish I know, I was able to figure out what you're saying. I need to brush up on that. Oh man, cousin Manny is here. Oh man, that's too bad. Come on. All right, I got to do better than that. So I want to say that back in the day, for those of you watching, back in the day, we used to call, Dad, Uncle Mark, used to call Manny the King of Games. That was the title that got bestowed on Manny when we were kids. And I think Manny really took it to heart back in the day because he loved to prove that he was the King of Games. And by King of Games, it wasn't like, he just loved games, he was the King of Games. He was the King of Games because he could beat them all. Like that was the whole thing, was that Manny was great at playing games, and so he was the King of Games therefore. And so I still think to this day that having watched Manny for years play video games, that he really is the King of Games. Mikey sometimes in certain games definitely was the King of Games and maybe even beat Manny a few times, but Manny, for sure, spent many hours mastering games. What would you say, Manny, is the the hardest game you ever played? The one that gave you the hardest time that you finally did master?
Oh wow. Okay, I got to think about it. So you want one that I actually overcame?
Yeah, you overcame. Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to pick this one really, but it's probably the hardest one on the list. And you're going to be familiar with it, but Castlevania 3. I beat it once, and I dread going back to it. We tried that time when I was over there. It just didn't work.
Well, I'd be spoiling something, but you did it. You actually beat it.
Beat it with you that day?
Yeah,
I hardly remember. That's good to know.
Yeah, you beat it with me that day, it's so you beat it twice. You beat it twice.
Well, that's good to know then. So like ones that I would say that were tough that I never really beat. I want to say I beat Iron Sword. I don't think.
Oh gosh.
Like a part of me wants to say I did it, but when I go back to it now and see that you only have like 3 lives and 3 continues or something like that, I find it hard to believe that I actually finished it. But
oh man, that's such
like
a hard
Solstice. Game. Do you know Solstice?
That one? I'm not super familiar with it. I played it maybe once or twice.
Okay, so that one, it's like an isometric 3D or isometric 2D. Puzzle, like platformer, and the sequel was Equinox on Super NES, if you remember that.
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah.
That one. Yeah, that one I would just get so lost in trying to map it out. Like I just didn't have the mapping skills, the cartography skills at that time to do it. Oh, I got a good one.
Yeah.
Pitfall.
Oh.
I actually managed to finish that one.
Atari Pitfall.
Yeah, Atari Pitfall. It ends after you get all the treasures, and I sat there with a notebook and I like mapped out every screen, because if you go on the lower level, it jumps ahead, I think 10 screens or something. So you have to really plan the route ahead of time. And so I mapped it out where everything was, and it took a couple of tries to figure out where everything was laid out. And then I sat there and like tried to figure out the best route, and I managed to get it done. But I managed to do it with only 6 seconds left on the 20-minute clock.
Oh my gosh!
But I got it.
So like, yeah, I remember that you remember you telling me this, that it was beatable. That wasn't it your mom, Aunt Michelle, that actually beat it first.
Yeah, when I was a toddler or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how old, but she ended up beating it.
So it was kind of like this. I remember it being like this fable, this legend that Aunt Michelle beat Pitfall on Atari 2600, and I remember like wanting to experience that. I remember telling you like, can you do it? Can you show me the ending? And I remember we went down there. I don't think Dad filmed it, but we went down to the basement and played Pitfall, and I think in an attempt to maybe beat it, and I don't think we did that day. But I remember that. I remember hearing from you and Aunt Michelle that yes, Pitfall was indeed beatable. Next one we're going to do is from Michael's super chat. He asked for Adventure Island, and then Manny said, let's do Adventure Island 2. He said 2 or 3. He said your choice, and Manny said 2.
Yeah, I like 2. I've tried playing through 3 recently. I want to get through it. I never really played it. But 2 I found to be a lot of fun with all the... I think the color palette is more vibrant with 2 than it is 3, and that's why it appeals to me more.
I like 2. I think 2's my favorite as well. I don't know what it is. It just plays better.
So, someone said, what is it? To have a YouTube channel called The King of Games, Jacobian said. Now, Tyler, do you remember this when I was experimenting with YouTube videos and emulators, and I created that channel, Former King of Games?
That's right,
and, what I did was, I would use a tool-assisted emulation, and I would try to set up a run of these games, including Ninja Gaiden, with no hits, like play through the entire game, don't take any damage, and it would take a lot of work, but you'd have to like rewind and re-record and everything. But that was fun. That was a fun little project, and people couldn't figure out if it was tool assisted or not. But I ended up giving that up because it felt a little bit deceptive. But it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember you did Little Red Hood or something, or not? No, Robin Hood. I think you did Robin Hood on the Quattro 4-pack. That was another one you did.
Yeah. Oh man, that's people don't have nice things to say about the Quattro packs, but I think the Robin Hood game on there is really a good game, and I think it's a PC game too, or an Amiga game. Perhaps.
Oh, is that where it originated? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it can't be that bad. It's not like it was written just for a multi-card or anything.
No, yeah, it can't be. Yeah, it comes off as a better game than most of the Quattro games that are on there. Yeah, this is such a great one. You get the dinosaurs in this one at one point, right?
Yeah, so all those eggs there, I think there are 4 different dinosaurs. There's one blue one, I think it is, you can swipe your tail, he sends out a shockwave.
Yeah.
He's probably the best one. There's a similar one, is a fire one. He's good. He can actually go in the lava without dying or losing him.
Okay.
There's a pterodactyl, which I would just avoid, because
I got the fire
if you just try to fly over the level, you run out of fruit and health. And then there's the water one, Elasmosaurus, maybe, I don't know. And anyway, he's really fast in the water. You want to use that on any water levels that you know you're coming up on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the boss fights especially. There's some boss fights in the water.
Oh man, they killed me for standing still.
Because you gotta. What happened?
They killed me for just standing still.
Well, yeah, your health goes down.
Oh, that's right. Stop. Yeah, I forgot about that for a second.
Gotta keep getting those fruit.
I know, that's the name of the game. I was reading comments. Somebody asked you a question. They said, what do you consider a great gameplay element from old school games that you wish they used more in new school games?
All right, I'll think on that. Let's see. Old school element that I wish they used on new school games.
Yes.
I think sometimes, to me, the simplicity of the game, like this game, really, it's just a run and gun sort of game, right? There's some strategy to it, some simple enemy patterns that you need to figure out.
Yeah.
But you don't have 1,000 controls to figure out and different moves to try to manipulate and trying to find the best strategy for all this stuff. It's really just about thinking on the fly, and that's what these older games are better at. Sometimes something happens and enemies just come out of anywhere, or there's like so many bullets on the screen in a shooter.
Yeah.
You just need to adapt.
Yeah, it's.
So I think a lot of modern games kind of tone it down, right?
They really do. Yeah, they really do. They're a little too easy. I think they give you too many chances to get through it, and there's that whole like hardcore like difficulty element that is sorely missing. But I don't know. I think games more these days are more about the experience and the environment and the immersion than it is about like how hard it is. You know, unless you're playing Dark Souls, which I've heard is really hard. But
even that game though, it's not. All right, so Dark Souls is hard.
I do want to point out. I want you to finish that thought. I do want to point out the super chat came through from True King of Space. It says play Zelda 2. The challenge to beat Horsehead in P1 is less than 10 minutes. You're more familiar with Zelda 2 than I am.
Yeah, Zelda 2. That was another hard game.
Thank you for that donation, by the way.
I found it difficult as a kid. I had the hardest. Oh yeah, thanks guys. Who did that one?
That was True King of Space.
King of Space.
AKA okay. Michael. I know him. He's a good guy.
AKA. Okay, cool. Horsehead's easy. He's the first boss, right? The hardest, where I had the trouble in that game was definitely Helmet Head.
Oh.
And because you knock the helmets off and they start flying around the screen and they track you, and I remember that being kind of difficult.
Oh man.
The same way Grim Reaper in Castlevania 1 is difficult.
Jeez, yeah.
There's just too much happening on the screen, and that's what I'm saying. Like those sort of elements are kind of missing from modern games, where you just take one hit and it's all downhill from there. You get too many chances in modern games.
I'm going to go ahead and move us to the next game. This was from Alex Parr. That was great, by the way. Thank you for, I think that was from Michael, a different Michael than True King of Space. That was a great request, Adventure Island 2. But now we're going to move on to Bonk on the NES, which we played in a previous NES stream. A great port of the TurboGrafx game. And a really rare one, too.
So since we left Adventure Island, I wanted to point out, do you ever wonder how this little fat guy who's running around, how he could eat just so much fruit?
I know. Yeah.
He just endlessly consuming fruit and like random meat in the sky, and for some reason, if he doesn't eat within 10 seconds, he's dead.
I know, right? It's hilarious.
He's got a ridiculous metabolism. It's not very good.
Game logic right there. What's your favorite NES game? Asks Matthew. My favorite is Mega Man 2.
Yeah, so, everyone's favorite is Mega Man 2.
I know,
but,
right?
Honestly, that was my first Mega Man, and that one really captured my attention.
Oh, yeah.
A friend borrowed it from a friend, and then I borrowed it from that friend. And I picked it up not too long after, I guess. But I really grew to like Castlevania 1 a lot more. I got back into... I got into the retro gaming scene, I guess, in the late 90s when eBay was starting. And I picked up not that I picked up Castlevania 1. I picked up a bunch of old games, but I returned to Castlevania 1, and I made it like a mission to master that, right?
Uh-huh.
To really understand the bosses and to go through. And I managed to do like 6 loops of it before I called it quits.
Wow,
like I had it down to
Castlevania 1?
Yeah. That's one I'd love to to stream one day. Just like you get the rhythm going for that, and you could just complete it no problem.
What's up, Iowa Retro Gamer? Sorry, I see somebody saying it looks choppy. Is the stream looking choppy on your end, Manny, or anybody else?
No, it looks fine to me. It's probably around like 20 frames per second or something, but it looks good.
Okay, cool. And then somebody said, "What controller are you using?" Tonight, I'm using the Sega Saturn controller. So I'm playing these NES games with a Sega Saturn controller.
I'm gonna tell you, you need to go get this, right? This Xbox controller, an Xbox One controller. This is the 1S. Sorry, not the 1S. The Series S controller, the one that came with the new machines.
Oh yeah.
It's really comfortable. And you could use your PS5.
Oh
controller.
yeah, okay.
That works too.
I'll try
or
that
it should
out.
work. It works on Windows, I know.
Let's do the bonus round down here. I'm gonna do that. I'll do that next time. I'll get the PS5 controller going. These bonus rounds are fun, but they're more fun. I always felt like the bonus rounds were more fun on the TurboGrafx version. Something about it, I don't know. Maybe it's the music, or maybe I'm thinking of Bonk's Revenge. The music was better in the bonus rounds. I just love that song that plays in that one. You guys never owned a TurboGrafx, right?
No, my friend Phil had it, and
Okay.
I remember playing Splatterhouse over there. You know, iconic game.
Oh yeah.
He also had the Turbo Express, and funny story, like his dad wired it up so that the Turbo Express was basically like a TV out. So he hooked up his NES to the Turbo Express.
Oh, that's
he was
hilarious.
He was playing it on. He was playing his NES on the Turbo Express with an NES controller, just using it as a TV screen.
That's crazy. Man, we used to do such crazy stuff back then. Like to, I don't know, change the experience.
Yeah, Green Devil, 8-bit wireless controllers. I have the. I tried to get the NES. I have NES, SNES, and the Sega one. The Sega one's really nice, right? And it's really like authentic feeling. Maybe to like a fault, it's authentic feeling because there's still that stiffness to the D-pad, like on the old NES controller where it almost cuts your hand because it's very rigid. But the Sega one, holy cow, that was a really good controller. I like that one a lot. You need that because it has a 6-button, and you don't really get the right mapping with a modern controller trying to play 6-button games.
Funny comment. Somebody said, really shows you how much your dad made you a Sega gamer. You're playing Nintendo with a Sega controller. Yeah, he really did. He really did love Sega. And really hyped up Sega. I think you guys bought the Sega Genesis really through the hype of the tape we made when I was a kid, right?
I'm not sure. I did have friends at the Sega Genesis. I know for sure Sega CD was through the hype. From you bringing it over from the tapes. Genesis, we got it pretty late. We had it when it was shipped with Sonic as the pack-in.
Yeah.
And we had our first little games on that were Sonic, naturally. Fatal Labyrinth, which if you've played Dragon Crystal on Game Gear, it's like the same game.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Dragon
I like
Crystal.
that game.
Yeah. Dragon Crystal.
I remember we were looking for Dragon Crystal, and we asked you and your dad if you could find it at your Funko Lands, and you did.
Yeah.
You found it, and you sent it up to us.
Oh, sweet. I don't remember that, but I believe it.
So, speaking of Genesis games, have you ever played Sword of Vermilion?
I have
probably
played
did, right?
a little tiny bit of that one, not a whole lot. Somebody said they want to see Mikey in the streams. We'll get Mikey in the next one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, bring him in next time. I was gonna say it'd be cool if we could pull him in, but you have to do the setup on your end, right?
Yeah.
To get a third window in.
Yeah, it gets a little complicated. We'll do it next time. We advertise this one with you and the title and everything. So we'll do it. We'll say like it's with Manny and Mikey in the stream. There's 71 people watching right now. Welcome guys to a Friday night. We are going to probably move into the next game. Move things along. We've got what's the next one? That was a great super chat request from I forget who did that one. But the next one's from Bone CK. And Bone CK asked for Blaster Master. Now, we just got another super chat from J-Rod. Happy Friday, guys. Can you play Werewolf? Oh, Werewolf. Jeez. Yes, we'll play some Werewolf, man. Thank you for that. And we'll get that in. You're at the back of a queue, so hopefully you can hang with us tonight, and we'll get to it. But that's why we're kind of moving the pace along here. Next is... What did I just say? Was next? Blaster Master.
Oh man, Blaster man. All right.
So, let us have it.
Let us have games.
It. Tell me about it. Tell us about it, man.
Okay, so never beat it as a kid, right? I think the only time I ever beat it was with save states. I don't count that for like legitimate completing. I don't count save states unless it's to turn off for the night or the session or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
So when I had the Switch Online service, I played Blaster Master. I was determined to finish the game. And somewhere around like stage 6, which I think is like an ice world, hate ice worlds in any game, I can tell you that for sure, and water levels, but ice worlds especially. Stage 6 ice world, and I think it was like in 8, as you're getting toward the end guy there, just destroys my lives, my continues, right? I've made it to the end boss multiple times, the second form, and I've died and lost everything each time. And this game is very much like Gradius, where if you die once and lose those upgrades, you may as well just restart the whole game.
Yeah.
It's just not worth trying to go through again. This one I got so close so many times, and it's so frustrating. But maybe I should.
What was harder though?
Stick to it.
What was harder, Blaster Master or Fester's Quest? Because they're both kind of similar, and they're both made by Sunsoft.
Yeah, I would say. It's funny. Even like the bosses feel the same. Like the end boss in Blaster Master is kind of like some of the bosses in Fester. Fester we beat. Blaster Master we didn't. So I'm gonna say the harder game is Blaster Master.
Super chat from Greg Peterson. Thank you for your super chat. It says play Narc. I played it a lot as a kid. We'll get some Narc on. I do need to ask Jacobians. Thank you for that, Greg. I need to ask Jacobians, our mod. What's the tally we're up to on games? Because we might need to do a cutoff on requests. So please let me know, Jacobians. Also, everybody, round of applause for Jacobians. He's our awesome mod every week. And he's a great guy, too. He's got his own channel. Definitely check it out. Thank you for all your help, man.
I'm going to jump back in the chat a little bit. I'm trying to answer all these questions, but I'm missing a lot of them.
Yeah, you're okay. And I do
seeing some now.
And before that, I do want to also say, guys, if you do hit the thumbs up on the window for the video, it really does help. With YouTube's recommendations, it really helps them recommend the stream to other people who may be watching tonight. So I do ask that you do that if you have a moment, and thank you very much.
Cool. So jumping back almost a half hour, Big Keith asked how my parents are doing. They're doing good. They're great. They both got their first round of COVID shots, so they're in good health there. My mom still plays games. She has a Switch. She's playing Fire Emblem, the Switch one, Three Houses. My dad used to play Atari when I was younger, and I got him one of those flashback consoles, but he didn't really like it. He was out of it for too long. So unfortunately, that one's going to collect dust over there.
He played some NES games, right? A little bit?
Yeah, he was never really into it. Like, he was really into Atari, like, to the point where he told me once, like, I had to stop playing because I would play till like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was like so bad for me. And I get it because I'm a gaming addict. I do the same thing, especially if I'm determined, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If I have an agenda I'm going for, whether I want to beat it or if I'm trying to get all the achievements or something, I'll forego sleep. But you know, he made the decision to turn that off, and respectfully, he never went back. He tried Nintendo, didn't really like it, but I think the simple Atari controls and concept was more his style.
Yeah, I could see that. That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that you say that. Yeah, I used to hear stories of Dad talking about... So that's how this all started, really, you know. When Manny was real little, and even maybe before he was born a little bit. I don't know. Do you know when your parents bought an Atari?
I don't. I know that they had it when I was at least 2 years old, because that's when I grabbed the controller and I kind of like didn't let them have it back. Started with Adventure. And all right, this is my chance. I've been complaining about this for years, and Jacobians knows where I'm going with this. Atari games that are underappreciated. If you play Atari at all, if you have an emulator, whatever, please play Tunnel Runner. It's so underappreciated. It's probably my favorite game on the system. Yeah, without doubt it is, right? There's no other game I've played multiple times like that.
That's the one. Tunnel Runner.
Yeah, you want to talk about ahead of its time. That game, easily ahead of its time.
I remember watching you play it. I remember specifically, there was one trip we made up there where you were like, all right, I'm going to show you how to beat Tunnel. I'm going to beat Tunnel Runner. And it was like in 2005 or something like that. And you did it. I believe you did. You got really far. At least you definitely got really far. All right, you can't do that.
Yeah, you technically beat it by hitting the kill screen after 127 stages, levels.
What's up, Danny? Welcome. We got Michael in the house. G.I. Joe, Yo Joe, Big Keith. What's up, guys? Just want to say hi to them. Sorry, man.
Sure.
Keep going.
No problem. So yeah, 127 stages, and it's not that bad because you get the hang of it, right? But what really gets you around stage 50 or so, right? You start getting these. All right, so you're familiar with the game. There's this like lit up floor. You can see the floor, but the walls are a different color. But when you get to around 50 something, some levels, there's like a string of 5 levels that are completely black. So you're basically blind playing the game.
Yeah.
And all you can do is you see the enemies and you can make out where the turns are. But the hard thing about it, you don't know where the doors are. You don't know what the doors are. So some doors will send you down a level. And then other doors will like warp you around the stage. And finally, what you want to do is find the door to go up one level, or if you're lucky enough to look at the up one level door, you can go into the up 2 levels door. So they do that. They have those dark stages like maybe 6-7 times before you actually get to the end of the game.
Okay.
Man, that is tough. Let me tell you, that's a hard
sounds nerve-wracking.
It is, but it's another one of those games that, like, if you're in the right mood and you can think it through and you hear where the enemies are and you're quick with your reflexes, you can get through it all. Plus,
it's like the proto.
You get a lot of extra lives toward the end.
Yeah, it's like the proto first-person shooter. Like, before first-person shooters came out, you had Tunnel Runner.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's not a shooter. It's not a first-person shooter, but super chat from, or actually, this is a Streamlabs donation from Retro Ray. He says, the soap game, Manny, you look great. You too, Tyler. My girlfriend and I fought through COVID, and we are back to 100% now. Take care and be safe, you two. Thank you for that. And here he is quoting Manny in an episode of My Retro Life.
Soap game, yes. So
he's referring to
maybe I should.
He's referring to Lunar.
Yes, go into it, please.
Lunar, the Silver Star story, and how when Manny got the game for Christmas, which really it was Mikey opening the present, and it's in the My Retro Life episode. If you guys want to after the stream, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's the My Retro Life episode about Sega CD and Mikey and Manny getting it one Christmas. I think it was '94, and Mikey opens packaged. It had like 3. Oh no, that was before. He opens Lunar. I think it was in a shoebox. And Mikey is, he reacts to it, and then Manny reacts to it. But Manny's reaction is, he goes, "Lunar, the soap game." And for the longest time, I didn't know what that meant, and I never asked Manny. But then I think I asked you in a stream, right? We were streaming recently. And
it was a couple back. Yeah.
Yeah, and
we went over it.
You told us what that meant, what that referred to. So funny.
Yeah. So a question from Eric Plunk came in a lot earlier actually, but almost an hour. Jeez, I'm so bad at this. I'll get there. Anyway, was I pumped to go and visit you back in the day? Yeah, definitely. To me, because especially when I started, I guess the first time I went out there was what, 2000? Right?
2000, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, and to me, I was at that time I was in college, right? So it's almost like
we lived in Texas.
Gaming vacation.
Yeah, gaming vacation. It really was. We lived in Texas, and Manny and his family are from New York. I was born in New York.
Yeah, so anytime I went there, I think I went a couple more times, and it's it's almost like we would make an itinerary of games to play through, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the most fun we had, I think, was I built an emulator box, a PC for Tyler and his dad, my uncle, and they had it there, and we went through so many different games in there. In what was that? 2000 was that?
I think you finally built the box like in 2004 or 5.
Okay, yeah, but we played a lot of obscure games. Had a lot of fun too. I remember.
Oh yeah, when we were playing it at my house, it was 2006 or maybe 5. Yeah. And we played Hardhead.
Yes, I wish you could do that one.
I am
doing arcade games tonight.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do my retro. We have a lot of footage of us playing that. I'm gonna do an episode on that one.
I House asked, please tell me you guys have played Shenmue 3. I have not. A friend of mine has played 1, 2, and 3, and he tells great stories about some of the cheesy voice acting and cutscenes and some of that. So I look forward to that. Something I started number 1. I really didn't get into it. It was on Game Pass for a little bit. I really didn't get into it too much, but when I have time, I plan to. I'm not. Woo! One thing you should know is I don't really like to play story-heavy games these days because it requires too much concentration. And I have my daughter, 2 years old, 2.5, and she stays up pretty late because she has a late nap. So she has a lot of energy till about midnight my time. So it's hard for me to focus on heavy story games. I need something I could put down at a moment's notice and maybe forget about for a couple of days.
Yeah, totally. I know what you mean, man. It's hard with kids to really do that sort of thing. It's different. It's hard to find time for games. I know my buddy Brian, he's got 3 kids, and he has a hard time finding time to play games these days right now.
Yeah, well, I see. When I first became a father, there's no time, right? There really isn't.
Yeah.
But slowly the time opens up, and you get the opportunity. And like she's here right now, and she's just doing her own thing. But
yeah.
Occasionally I'm talking to her with the mic off, so
yeah,
trying to maintain everything.
All right. Well, that was Blaster Master, and I mastered the Blaster Boss, the first boss. I was actually very proud of myself in that moment. Beat the boss of that stage. And I hadn't done that in a long, long time because it's been a long time since I played the original Blaster Master. But next request is from, who is it from? Matthew? I don't know who it's from, but it's Battletoads. Thank you for your super chat.
Battletoads. That's one I did not play. I really haven't played that one. I hear a lot of, AVGN stories about that, and
yeah,
I can see why it's difficult, but I feel like that speed tunnel that everyone talks about, I don't know, it can't be that bad. I mean, We played Cliffhanger. We played some other games
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
Can't be that bad.
Cliffhanger, man. One day I'm gonna tell the story of Cliffhanger. And I gotta probably beam you in somehow to talk about that.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you want to play it, you gotta remove all the cutscenes and turn off the soundtrack because it's all straight
Oh
from the
yeah,
movie.
you're right. You're right. Actually, I played Cliffhanger once on a stream, and nothing happened, thankfully.
Hey, wow! Because back when I was doing the King of Games channel, I did Cliffhanger, and I got all the copyright strikes
Oh
for
no. Yeah, I must have
for
left.
the cutscenes. And you think it'd be like this low res cutscene.
Yeah,
It's
there's
really causing
nothing.
that much of an issue.
I know. Oh yes, okay. This is from Little Tone Sings. Thank you, Jacobians, for letting me know about that. This was a request for Little Tone Sings.
All right. IoPal asked, "What games have I been getting into lately?" So I did play Bloodstained Ritual the night recently. I have Ghostbusters. I did half of the remake, well, the remaster, I guess, on my backlog. Played through Doom Eternal's first DLC, hoping to get that done before this one that released today, the second one. So I'm going to jump into that. What else? What else? Some Age of Empires through Game Pass PC. So that's pretty much it.
I love how it eats the flies like this. I rented this game back in the day, and I believe played it a few times with my buddy Brian, but we never bought it. It was way too hard for us, even in those rentals that we just kind of. I remember it being a popular game, and everybody would talk about it, at school and stuff. But just was not one that I spent a lot of time with as a kid. I spent more time.
Okay, so
I spent more time
good.
with the Double Dragon one, Battletoads and Double Dragon.
I would say maybe try. I haven't tried the new one. Didn't they put out a new game, new Battletoads?
Oh yeah, I heard it's not that great actually.
Okay. Well, speaking of like spiritual successors, well, River City Girls, I really enjoyed that. That was fun. River City Ransom like sequel. I
I've
guess
heard
you can
that's
call it,
really
offshoot.
good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I've heard great things about that one.
Big Keith asked, "What is my happiest moment with your dad, my Uncle Mark?"
Ooh, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. I always loved when you guys would visit. It was always heartbreaking when you'd leave, but it was just like the anticipation to when you guys would come, and it would just be like, whether we'd go out or we would just hang at home and play. Or it was always just such a treat, It was always around Christmas time too, so it made it even better.
Yeah.
Get off from school, and you guys would visit for a week, and it was just like nonstop fun.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you knew it would just be nonstop gaming, nonstop fun, going places and doing things, and Dad always making it like a great time because he was just one of the kids. Really, he was like a big kid.
Yeah, and when you get these games for Christmas, of course we would play them all together. So that was always fun because it was almost like we wouldn't really return to anything. So we would go through what you received or what we received, and it would just be like a sampling. And the sampling was always fun, and we'd get into it, and we'd like be wowed by the graphics or the cutscenes, or I say cutscenes because Sega CD had and you got a lot of those when you were up with us, but just watching the cinematics and hearing the Red Book audio and all that, it was just such a different experience. Positive, different.
It was so good, man. Like, I don't know what it was. I think the fact that I probably mentioned it in the narration of my Retro Life episode, but there's something about that shared experience of like this new technology and how it was so like awe-inspiring, and having everybody around reacting to it and talking about it. Dad, him being such a videophile who just loved the technology. He would get us all excited through his excitement, and it was just it's unlike anything. It's I mean, I don't think I've ever experienced another like I so fondly remember our love for the Sega CD. It's crazy, like how that really sticks with you.
Yeah, at the time, it was so unique, at least for us, right? So maybe PC gaming, they had that sort of technology, but we're coming from 8-bit and 16-bit games, right? And then all of a sudden you throw this amped up audio quality, and you've got like all these story bits to drive the gameplay, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I still love it, I don't think the machine gets enough respect, but I still love putting on another game that's like my bane is Batman Returns on Sega CD.
Oh man.
The driving levels aren't that bad until you get toward like the sewer. Holy cow, that sewer, man! That was hard. And the platforming levels actually beat the game on platforming only, but I never did it with both. You could set like platform only, drive only, or you could set both. The way it mixes them. I was never able to do driving.
Oh, you never played the whole game with the driving? I thought you did. For some reason in my mind, I thought you had beaten the whole game with everything.
No, I don't think so. I remember having trouble with the sewer, and I think the sewer might have been toward the end. I don't know if there was another stage after that. I want to say there was, but I don't remember ever finishing it. No. Or maybe I did, and I just don't remember an ending. It might have been one of those deals where it's like, oh, that's great. Now why don't you play the full game?
Yeah.
Like almost like a Ghosts and Goblins moment.
It might have been. It might have done that. I don't remember. I just remember it being so hard. Batman Returns on Sega CD, man. So crazy. I remember so well you playing it back in that Christmas of '93, and then I think you sent us a tape of you playing it too, getting real far. But the next game here is for Matthew. No, it's for John Johns, and this is for Street Fighter 2010. And it just keeps looping the title screen. It's funny. It doesn't go into a demo. Did you guys have this game? Street Fighter 2010? I had it.
No, I didn't have this one.
I got this.
You have to keep in mind also is like this is a platformer action-oriented game, and we were mostly RPGs and adventure games.
Yes.
So this wouldn't have been in our collection.
Back then, especially. I'd say you guys loved RPGs so much and played a lot of those and most of those. But then you kind of came around and you, like, the older you've gotten, you play more arcade games, you play more action games. I think that's, you probably say that about you guys, right? You play more action games these days. I know Mikey still plays a lot of RPGs.
Yeah, well, kind of like speaking back to how I don't have time for heavy story games. So I tend to focus more on action-oriented games now and like Doom Eternal I played through recently multiple times, but that's a good example. And maybe it's not good for you to have that game with Hallie around because it is pretty gory, but
yeah.
That game will get your, like, it's pretty difficult, but you feel yourself getting better at it, and it becomes very fluid, and you start to understand and react in a certain way. And it's almost like a strange new kind of adrenaline to gaming when you actually can get through that. And when you there were points where I'd find myself getting through these like combat arenas, right? And then I realized my heart rate was up, and I was sitting at the edge of the seat, and I was like out of breath almost. It was just bizarre, but I've never really felt that with a game, right?
Yeah.
It's not something you usually get.
Yeah, I know. Oh gosh, sorry. Reacting to this game. I had this game back when I was 5. Back in those days, we got this game, and I got it on my 5th birthday, actually. There's some footage of me getting it. I don't know if I've shown it, the footage, but I'll have to look back and see. But this was so weird. It was the first Street Fighter game I ever played. Technically, it's a Street Fighter game. And it's a really hard one, too. Really, really hard one. And it's so different than the other Street Fighter games. It really, it could be they could have named it something completely different. But I think this character is supposed to be Ken or something in the future. I don't know.
I don't know. He looks nothing like him.
I know. No, it's one of those things. This is weird. It's a game where you have to go around the screen, and in this case, you're just fighting a boss. This game is like a giant boss rush, really, because you have to go around the screen and find the boss on the screen and then beat him. And then you've got some other enemies you have to fight, but your focus has to be.
All right, well, you focus on that. Pixel Citizen had asked, what are some other hobbies or interests that I'm into? These days, I don't have too much time for anything other than a couple hours of gaming a night. But before that, and sometimes during the good weather, I do like to do some casual biking. Do a lot of walks and stuff too. As a family, we go out and just go to parks and sometimes go on some smaller park trails and stuff like that. Hobbies and interests. Well, I want to get into this again because it's been a while, but I'm a programmer. And,
yeah, Manny's actually made some games.
Yeah, that's how I was going. I've made a couple of 2D games growing up. And I'd love to go back to that because I've learned so much more since then. It's been literally like maybe 20 years of experience, like in the real world programming that I could apply to the hobby programming I did making games back in high school and early college. So I'd love to go back to that with like a career experience behind me to kind, to revisit it and make something fun. And there were some games I had in mind based on some of the fun little shorts that Tyler and the family, when he visited, would film, like Nightmare Monsters. I don't know if you have ever discussed that, but that's a trilogy I'd love to put into a Maniac Mansion style game.
Oh man, that would be sick. No, I've never talked about that. One of these days I'll probably upload it. It's a short film series that we made as we were like teenagers, and we made this series. It's a little horror movie. It's actually, Dad would film it, and we would star in it, and it was.
The best part about those was that there was no script. It was mostly ad-libbed, or at least the scene was ad-libbed on the spot 5 seconds before we said action.
Yeah.
And so we would just go through it, and there were no reshoots, no takes or anything like that. It was just one and done. Sometimes I guess we would fix something, but it really was rare.
Yeah, man, this game is eating my lunch right now, and I'm truly losing big time on it. So I'm gonna move on to the next. And I always say this is so funny because I always think of that the wave race game. I always go, I'm gonna move on to the next round. But let's pick a different. Let's go to the next game. That was fun playing that, but it was also bringing back all the frustration of that game. Is so difficult, and especially just that you just get to the second level and the difficulty spikes up so much. But the next game is it's called a YY World. Yeah, YY World 2. Let me make sure I have that one.
So we have Hallie would like me to make some games for her. She has a lot of great ideas, I hear.
Yeah? When was she talking about it? When we were having a conversation?
Megan mentioned it.
Oh, Megan mentioned it. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it in the chat now. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hallie loves playing Super Mario Maker, and I've often said she's like going to become a programmer one day or something. And I've said to her, Hallie, do you want to make video games when you're older? And she tells me, oh, every time she says, yeah.
Here's the thing. I love it, right? I love what I do for a living.
I do want to say Super Chat just came through from the True King of Space. Thank you, Michael, for that Super Chat. He says, I'm a full stack web developer and hobbyist game developer. Want to make a roguelike Zelda 2 game. Okay, cool. That would be sweet.
Yeah, definitely. And so maybe he could speak to this. So one of the things about I love what I do, like programming for a living and all that, right? I've done a lot of graphic programming in my career so far. But when it comes to game programming, I like writing the engines and stuff, but it's a lot of work. It really takes the fun out of gaming once you understand how it works behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
It also helps you too, because you kind of know what the programmers did and how the mechanics work, right? So you have a little bit of insight once you understand how engines work and AI. But it's a lot of work, and I would get onto these projects where I see like this huge laundry list of things to do ahead of me, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'd rather just boot up the game, some other game, and play it rather than sit here trying to bang
Right.
my head against the wall making one.
I totally feel you there. Like, getting into, I think it's like that with any production, or sorry, I shouldn't say production. I'm thinking video production, but any career that you make your living, you sometimes like if you're not careful and you're not keeping yourself excited with new things and new projects, you can get burned out on what that thing you love that you're passionate about. It starts becoming work. It starts becoming like a job, and it's something I always try to make sure I stay away from letting that happen. But here I got YY World working. I got a ROM downloaded. This is for Ayapal. I've never played this. This is a Japanese Famicom only game from Konami.
Yeah, True King of Space says he's the guy who writes the engines because I stink at artwork, and that really is the killer right there. That was like the nail in the coffin for me, is trying to do good-looking pixel art,
Oh
and I'm
yeah,
just, we have the artist gene a bit in our family, but
yeah,
I don't have it to the degree I think I need it to do something. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so if I don't, I'll go and revise things over and over and over and over again until I feel it's right, and I would just never get anything done that way.
yeah. I have a little bit of that perfectionism. Definitely, like I I spend a lot of time with my videos. I've done entire video shoots on YouTube for the channel that I've basically scrapped because I was not happy with the lighting when it was finished. Like there was something I didn't do that I should have, and yeah, I definitely know the feeling. This is YY World 2. Interesting game from Konami. First time I've ever played it. 83 people watching right now. Welcome, guys. Thank you for watching on this Friday night. Hope you're having a good time. I hope all of you are having a good time. We're here with my cousin Manny. This is the first time he's joined us live on a stream. So if you guys haven't said hi to him, definitely give him a hello. And he's answering questions that you may have pertaining to our life growing up with games and the My Retro Life series. So thank you all for being here. And we're just hanging and playing some NES games right now. I like the soundtrack. Konami never really fails with these soundtracks. Oh, this is the one where you can change into different characters. I just turned into this baby. How did I turn? I don't know how I changed into him. He's a character from a Famicom, also another Famicom exclusive platformer. Yeah, I don't know how I turned into him. Matt says, I love Manny from the vids. Well, here he is, Matt.
A little bit niche question, but Boca Retro stuff. Hi man, what programming languages do you like most? Assuming that one is coming at me, but I'll answer it if not anyway.
Yeah,
So I
definitely
usually
not me.
most comfortable in .NET, C Sharp. Pretty good with Java and JavaScript, using like Node and all that. really haven't gone too far out of that realm. I've been mostly a C, C++, and C sharp
Got a super
developer.
chat from, I just want to acknowledge it. I just got a super chat from True King of Space. It says, you and your cousin should do an RPG Maker stream and make a game together. Oh, man. That would be pretty wild, I'll tell you. It would take a long time.
I think what would be fun, well, yeah, maybe it could be done. I don't know. I don't have Mario Maker 2, but it would be kind of fun to design levels for each other and then have us play them.
It would. It would be fun. Maybe we can do something like that. Yeah, and Hallie would love getting in on that too because she makes her own Mario Maker games. Super chat from Max Millie 85. Thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, no game request, just want to show love and positivity. Did you and Manny ever feud over playing time or turn taking growing up? Much love from Oregon. Thank you, Max Millie 85 for that. I don't recall you and I ever feuding over a game other than the one time where we got into a pretty heated discussion on, I think it was in World Series baseball.
World Series baseball, okay.
I seem to remember us like.
What kind of discussion?
Well, it was more like trash talking, I think. And I think that you.
Oh, okay.
I think we were trying to beat each other, and I was getting a little. I think I was getting a little too competitive, which I usually do. And Megan's probably laughing right now at me saying that.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but I do know that because we were very cooperative.
Yes.
We would set out to complete something, right? To complete a game that we haven't beaten before, or maybe sometimes you wanted to see me beat something.
Yeah.
So it was mostly like we would take turns, we would try different strategies. Maybe things would get heated if like I was close on an attempt and I wanted to do it again and I got frustrated or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
I really don't think we had that.
We never really had that kind of gaming relationship. It was more, I definitely loved watching Manny play games. Like Manny said, oftentimes I would just be happy with watching him play a game, and because he could oftentimes play a game better than I could, and he would get further and farther. What am I talking about? Same thing. Into games. So that was always a treat for me to watch. Watch him play.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just saying this is a cool game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it's fun. It's getting a little choppy for me, I'm seeing. But
Okay.
I don't know if it's the whole stream or if it's just the game.
It might very well be. Sorry if it's choppy
Okay.
for
Jose
y'all.
Solis had asked what my favorite NES game is. That's a good question. I like the Guardian Legend a lot. That's a great game.
It is, yeah.
If I were
That's one you and Mikey really liked. I remember.
a bonus mode where you could just do the shooter levels and you get the automatic upgrades.
Oh, yeah.
I think Mikey ended up beating that mode. I never did. But that or any of the Mega Mans I really enjoyed. I played those dozens of times over.
Oh yeah, Mega Man, man. I tell you, Mega Man 2. I say it in the video. Mega Man is the game that basically I made a big point in the Mega Man 2 episode of my Retro Life to say, look, this was the game. This was the game that changed everything for me. I think I'm quoting myself, but like I literally, as a kid, because of that game. And this is I'm going to go ahead and put on this next game. This was a request from Eric Plunk, longtime viewer of the show. Thank you for this, man. It's another Famicom game called Armana no Kiseki, which I think is a kind of an Indiana Jones. So let's see if this is loading correctly.
Yeah, I'm getting. Some people are also mentioning that it seems to be choppy, not buffering, but choppy. Do you have? Is your Adobe Suite doing an update?
Good point. It might be. It's open, so let me go ahead and close out of Creative Cloud.
Boca Retro asked, did we have master systems, a master system also? And yes, we did, and that was given to us by Tyler and his dad. We weren't really into it as much. We were kind of, I think by the time we got it, we were kind of into Super Nintendo more, so it felt like a step back graphics-wise and gameplay-wise. It wasn't really what we were used to, so we really didn't get into it too much.
Oh man, here we go. A Famicom Disk System game.
Through King of Space, I'll answer just briefly. DirectX and XNA. I tried to, didn't deploy it to my Xbox 360, but I did deploy it to Microsoft Zune, the little MP3 player that they had. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah, got really choppy because of the. Let me know how it is now, guys. When we play this one, I closed out of. I think it must have been updating. I got to turn that thing off. We lost a lot of viewers. They quit the stream just now because of the choppiness. But let me know if it's running okay for you now. That's a cool opening cutscene.
Pretty choppy on my end.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. It's weird. Let me make sure. It might be on my Wi-Fi end, you know. Just sometimes you can't control it. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
Let me make sure we're disconnected from Wi-Fi. Maybe Megan, if you can disconnect from the Wi-Fi, babe, that'd be great. If you can hear me.
I'm actually getting like back-to-back ads now. I've gotten like 4 back-to-back.
Oh, you're getting ads on the stream?
2 ads just before, and then it was about 30 seconds of footage from you, and then 2 more ads.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. Yeah, it looks like stream keeps dropping in and out and getting ads, people are saying. Okay, I just got that. Yeah, people are leaving. There's only 17 people watching now. I don't know what's happening. I have no control over that. Let me see if I can turn off the ads.
I will say I don't have too much time left. I will have to split soon.
Okay, all right. We'll keep going. I'll keep going with the requests because I definitely want to honor those requests. Okay.
Yeah, I could actually jump into chat after that, but I gotta get my daughter down.
Yeah,
She's,
for sure.
Been up a little bit too late.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right. Well, I turned off ads. Let's see if that fixes things. Hey, what's going on, 240 Sill? I still see you guys, says John Jones. I think we're back in business. I'm still here, says still alive. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's now the people watching is going up now. So maybe we're through the worst of it. Stream's current bit rate, it says, is 2,289. It's higher than the recommended. Huh, I don't know what that means exactly. Going smooth now.
You could maybe drop that a little bit. It's basically saying that, I mean, that's not really too high for streaming, what you're doing, but it might be network congestion. They want you to drop it.
Okay. Let's see. I got to set these game controls, I think. Because I've never played a Famicom disk system game, actually, on this emulator. All right, there we go. Yeah, everybody's saying it's working well now. 55 people came back into the chat. Appreciate you guys sticking with it through the tough little moment there. I don't know what was happening. Huh. Eric says we broke the stream. Big Boss says, "What's up, Tyler, Manny in the chat? Awesome to see Manny on the stream," he says. Okay. We're finally getting into this game. This is from Eric Plunk. And Manny won't be with us too much longer. This might be his last game for the night.
Yeah, I will. I'll poke in to chat and I'll continue having the conversation with the people in the chat room. But I'll have to jump off the stream.
Yeah, sure. Let us know when you do it, and we'll say goodbye. Thanks for coming on tonight, man. I know we were trying to earlier configure it so that we could play the game together and play these two-player games, and it just didn't work out. We tried troubleshooting it, but it just didn't work out the way we had hoped.
Yeah, I'll say we did get it working half the time, so
Yeah.
it just wasn't consistent enough, and maybe we'll get there for the future, but not tonight.
Oh, check this out. So this is what I want to know. Why did Konami and Nintendo of America not work something out to bring a game like an Indiana Jones style platformer from Konami? How come this never came out in the States? Like, this would have been all over this.
Looks like Bayou Billy.
Yeah, I guess we had something like that. That was a little different. I think it was more like Crocodile Dundee.
So did you know Bayou Billy, the game, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it was a comic series before a game because Grandpa had inked. It was an Archie comic. I guess they did. They were commissioned to do a Bayou Billy comic mini series. I thought it was a comic instead of like before it was a game, and then he actually worked on the comic. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. No, I honestly, it was somebody. Was it you or somebody? Somebody actually told me like a year or so ago. Hey, these Bayou Billy comics were done by your grandfather. What an awesome surprise! And I had no idea. I didn't know he did them.
Yeah, he did that. I don't know if he did the Sonic ones, but he used to bring them home for me to read.
He didn't do Sonic. His guy he knew and friends with did him. Steve Spaz something was the artist, and he was friends with him. Who did the Sonic comics?
Okay. All right, Tyler. I'm gonna have to jump off here. It's nice to be on and talk to everyone, answer some questions, show
Absolutely.
my face, that sort of thing.
Well, thank you for coming on the stream tonight, Manny. And it was fun. Manny, he's heading out. We'll have to do this more often, man. Get you in on these streams, and maybe next time we can actually get some two-player stuff more configured and working, and get Mikey in on a stream. That'd be great. But it's been fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll jump onto chat in about 20 minutes, and I'll watch you, and I'll still talk from there. But for now, turning off the camera, signing out.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Manny.
All right, bye.
All right, I'm going to close Manny's window on the stream here so that, there we go. And we'll continue playing these games, guys. That was pretty cool having Manny on the stream. It felt like old times playing games with him. So thank you all for being here tonight. I know we had some technical difficulties a little bit ago, but hopefully the stream's going smooth now. This is so cool. This game has like a Bionic Commando thing going on mixed with Indiana Jones, and it's just so much fun. I would have loved this game when I was a kid. I can't believe it only came out in Japan. Oh, whoa, can't do that. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try to get up there. Oh man. Oh, can I stand on that when I? Cool soundtrack too. I really think, yeah, this game would have been one. Manny and I, Manny. Speaking of Manny, he played a lot of Temple of Doom on the NES, and we loved that movie growing up. Okay, I can't stand on there. I gotta. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Hey, super chat from A Yuki. How about some YY World? We did play YY World actually just before this one. Thank you for that super chat. Do you have another game we could play? I think you would be the last one. Are there any more spots, Jacobians? Oh, I'm trying to get in that thing. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me close this window here. Sorry, guys. Let me close some of these windows. Maybe it'll make things a little smoother even. I'm having some trouble right here. Maybe, can I go in these doors? No. Okay. Still have 2 slots open, says Jacobians. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I'll go and say, tonight I'm going to have to end the stream. Probably not at, not too long. So we'll have to go a little shorter tonight. So I will say that I do. Let's go ahead and close the requests right now, just so we can make sure we get through all of them in a timely manner. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm kind of busy with, so I will have to close it off. But hey, Yuki, you'll be the last one with a request. Oh man, I love the extra sound effects on the Famicom Disk System. There we go. Come on now. Oh, I felt like I almost had it. Oh, whoa, I fell through the wall. That was weird. There's still some choppiness. Okay. That's too bad. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe I can kind of fix it. It says open a widget here. The stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended one. We recommend you use 2,500. So I guess I'll have to maybe mess with that another time, maybe for the next stream. But I do apologize for the choppiness. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and play the next game, because we do have a lot still to get to. So thank you for that. That was from Eric. Let's do Chip and Dale 2 next from Big Keith. And I think we played that one a few streams back. And we'll probably pick up right where we left off here. Yeah, continue. Look, Dale is all dazed and confused. Getting ads again, eh? Man, okay, let's see if I can fix it. There should be no... Oh, yeah. Somehow it got turned back on. Okay, you should not be getting ads now. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, you should not be getting any skippable or non-skippable ads now. Sorry about that. When I turned off skippable ads, it kept non-skippable ads on, or it switched back to it or something, which is odd. But, still fine-tuning things with the streams here. Hopefully, sorry about the ads, guys. Yeah, people are leaving the stream because of these ads. You know what? I'll make sure next time that setting is off. I think it's on by default sometimes, and yeah, I'll just have to make sure for next time. But hopefully it's not choppy anymore. Really don't know what to do about that choppiness. We're playing some Chip and Dale 2. This is picking up from a previous stream where we played Chip and Dale 2. And oh gosh, that was bad. We got pretty far in the game. This is pretty far into the game if I remember correctly. Oh yeah. uBlock Origin blocks ads. Okay. I'll have to look into that. uBlock Origin? It may not be leaving. I got disconnected. Oh, okay. I think up 2 earlier. Oh, okay. So maybe it's not just me. That's good to know. Thank you for letting me know, Mez TV. Ads don't usually happen during a live stream, so that tells me the stream is dropping in and out. I just got another one too. Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry for that, guys. Hopefully it's, I don't know if it's on my end. Somebody just said My Life in Gaming, we're having a similar problem. So, obviously, if there's something I could do, I'd love to change it and do something. But, let's see. Hopefully it stops. J-Rod says the stream keeps stopping for you. Man, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. Yeah, 25 people. So a lot of people got disconnected or left. It's weird. The thing says excellent connection on my end. You know, you get like a green light that tells you. I don't know if there's anything I can do to change the settings on OBS streaming. Stream cut off. Stream just stopped. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can change it. No, I have to end the stream in order to change settings, I believe. Yeah. So that's not good. But stream cut off. Jimmy John serves depression on bread. Oh, I don't know what to do. How to change that. Let's see. Suggestions. Streams. It's talking about bit rate. I know next time I stream. Okay, somebody says I think it's YouTube, not you. Okay, because that makes sense because I've streamed a lot, and this has never happened to me. So that would make sense, especially since somebody else said that it was my life in gaming. We're having the same problem. Yeah, sorry guys. We'll keep playing and see if it picks up. The YouTube gods don't like retro streams. Well, let's hope things turn around. It's good for me so far. Now so far. It says still live. Okay. Oh man. Ah man. It's weird because the whole first half of the stream, it wasn't doing that, and so yeah, maybe it does kind of tell me that maybe it was something on YouTube's end. Megan, my wife, she says, "I love this game. How fun!" I know, babe. We need to play it together actually, and also play it with Hallie. Hallie might really like it. Oh man, but I keep doing horrible on it right now. Acting up again, says still alive. Man, I'm sorry guys. I think it's out of my control. I'm now getting major lag, says Jacobians. Yeah, I don't know guys. I don't know what to tell you. That's really too bad. 14 people watching. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that, and I don't know if I can change it. I would have to probably stop the stream altogether, and I don't think that's typically a great thing to do, and then like restart it. Let's see. Let's go into. Says the stream is healthy. It's so funny. It's giving me these weird. And then I do see sometimes when it drops, it'll say the bit rate's too high or something. I wonder if I can quit. No, can't quit out of that. Awesome family game. Yes, it is an awesome family game. Let's go ahead and go into the next request. That was a great one. I definitely want to honor some of these requests, and if we don't get to it because the stream is acting all crazy and stuff, still having issues. Yeah, Manny said earlier, I thought me leaving might help. No, it didn't help, Manny. Didn't help. What was our next game? Little Samson for Thanos. Let's do some Little Samson. And let me go ahead and fix this while I'm at it. There we go. It's a little more centered. How's the stream doing for you guys now? Is it better? Little Samson. We've streamed this before. I finally get to see a copy of this game in person tomorrow. Really, Thanos? Man, that's a treat. I tell you what, because this is a pretty rare game, as many of you know. It goes for like close to $1,000 nowadays. So congratulations! You should document your visit with Little Samson tomorrow. Definitely take pictures. How's the stream going, guys? How's the stream going? That's always really lame when that happens. I know it's never fun as a viewer to watch a choppy or stream that drops in and out, has ads and stuff. So sorry for that. I don't know what was going on. I feel like it must have been something on YouTube's end. Seems to get better and worse. That's too bad. Still way choppy, says Mez TV. Yeah, you know, I might end the stream early, guys. And for those of you who have super chats, let's reconvene, or next time we stream, we'll go ahead and get those requests in first. Maybe I'll do NES again next week, and maybe we'll just hope it's better. Maybe I'll try to tweak some settings. We could try it. Let's see. If I end the stream, okay, let's end the stream, and then we'll see if I start it back up, if it helps. If it comes back, I'm going to see if I can tweak these settings. But yeah, bear with me, guys. Maybe we can finish things out here. Oh, definitely a YouTube problem, says Mez TV. Okay, so if that's the thing, got to be a YouTube problem. I'm not going to restart the stream, only because I don't know, the algorithms and stuff, and it can. I've heard some people tell me if you like stream too much, it can really kind of mess up YouTube's algorithms with your channel and stuff like that, or harm your channel if you're a content creator. At least I've heard that stuff. So I'm a little weary of doing that. So what I would like to do is, for those of you who put in donations to the super chat and ask for these games to be played, how many more did we have, Jacobians, if you're still there and able to hear me? So what I'd like to do is, if you guys tune in next week, we will remind us in the chat, and hopefully this whole YouTube thing isn't, this problem with the streaming isn't happening, because we were fine earlier on in the stream, like this wasn't happening. But we'll go ahead and make sure we get in those requests first thing on the next chat, because I definitely want to honor those super chats and play those games for you guys, and as we hang, So we had 7 left, says Jacobians, and I'll have the list for next time. Okay, sounds good. Well, appreciate it, guys. Thank you for bearing with this lag. This is pretty lame, but hey, we got to talk to Cousin Manny for a good while. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with Manny and I, and we definitely had fun hanging out with you guys. And we'll do this next time for sure. We'll do NES games again next week, and we'll get to these last NES games that got requested, and we'll make sure we do those, and then we'll do some more requests even. But yeah, that's too bad, says Mez TV. It was great stream having Manny on. Thanks, Tyler. Absolutely, guys. No, it's really a shame. I'm really sorry this is happening. I'll look into some things on my end if there's anything I can do on my end to change the outcome. But a lot of you are saying it's probably YouTube, and this is the first time something like this has really happened to me. So other than when I had Adobe accidentally start updating everything one time during a Sega Dreamcast stream. But it was probably, let me know if it looks like it's, I'm seeing the chat window on my end, and it looks like it's still, if it's still having issues for you guys, or maybe it's cleared up, let me know. I'll give it like a minute, but it looks like it's still having problems. Yeah, no data, dropping out. Yeah. Oh, never mind. There it goes again. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, it was awesome. Thank you guys for hanging with Manny and I tonight, and we will do this again next week. It'll be probably 9 o'clock again, or we actually got things started at 9:15. But I think we're going to move the time of the stream to 9 o'clock. It gives us a little bit more time in the night, and we want to make sure we don't go 5 hours like we did last week. We are going shorter this week, especially because of this lag. But oh, hey Christina, what's up? Trinity guest. Yeah, some people popping in right now. I missed today's stream session. I'll watch the upload. Absolutely. It seems it was choppy. Yeah, I played Gremlins 2, the new batch. That's yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, we didn't play it though. That's funny. We didn't play it, but that would have been really funny. 9 Central. Okay, yeah, Thanos, you fell asleep last time. I almost. I was worried. I thought maybe I would fall asleep during the stream. We went far and long. Crazy. Okay, guys. Hey, have a great rest of your weekend. And there'll be some new content coming next week, early next week, a new My Retro Life episode. And I'll let you guys know, be the first to know it's about the game. Thank you guys for watching.